Hey, American contractors, viewers of the American Contractor Show. I'm here with John Dye at Win the Storm, and I have to tell you, anyone that is associated with American Contractor Show, you are a badass.
Big shout out to American Contractor Show. If you don't know, you definitely need to check out the Storm Summit. They're doing it in excellence. Check them out.
Hey, what's up? This is your friend, Francisco Serrano. If you haven't checked it out, American Contractor Show, YouTube channel, Facebook channel, Twitter, Instagram, all the platforms, you need to go them, like them, start learning about your craft.
Hey, I'm Matt Danskin with Restoration Referral System. Check out the American Contractor Show. The truck that they've got is awesome. Everything else that they have going on.
This is Larry Bache with the Northern Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Northern Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the changing from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I as a contractor appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor that's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
And happy Monday, everyone. My name is meteorologist Heather Kay, and it's time for our daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Maryland Law Group, and American Contractor. Thank you guys, as always, for sponsoring our videos. So let's get right into our weather. Really, the main story today is the very cold air in the northern part of the United States. So we're going to touch base on that very quickly. And then, for the most part, it's going to be a pretty quiet weather day today, although a few storms are possible in Florida, especially the southern half of the state, as the cold front that brought the severe weather the last few days is pushing on through the state. And then we will check in on a few cities for our roofing forecast. So here are the storm reports from yesterday. A lot of these here in the Great Lakes region, as well as here in Montana, these are non-severe weather related. So we're basically going to focus on the ones down in the southeast, as that is where the severe happened yesterday afternoon and into the evening hours. A few scattered wind reports occurred, as well as a few tornado reports and a few hail reports. So it wasn't too crazy of a day, but we did have some activity, and it's January, so it's giving us, aka me, something to do for this time of the year. As we go forward here, come on computer, you know you love me. There we go. Let's get into our current conditions. Again, pretty quiet across most of the United States. High pressure's in control right now in the middle of the country. It's a little bit cooler, but it is quiet. We do have some snow in the northeast. We'll see that in just, or wait, no, I'm not going to see that. Anyway, some snow going on. Most of it is lake effect in nature, as this system that brought the severe weather in the southern part of the U.S. is pushing off to the east. And speaking of the severe weather, well, there's not a whole lot in terms of any activity for today, but there could be a few storms that will develop in Florida as we get that heating of the day going, and as that cold front pushes on through the rest of the state. And then we have a bit of a mess here in the northwestern part of the country, some snow in the higher elevations, as well as some heavier rain in the lower elevations with a system coming on through here. There are some flood warnings and advisories out for the western parts of Washington down into Oregon, and some, like I said, some snow, heavier snow in the higher elevations. So let's take a look at our temperatures. No, your eyes aren't fooling you, it is only -1 in Minneapolis right now. So it's very, very cold. Warmer though as you go further south. It's 23 here in Fort Wayne, 39 in Kansas City, and a lot more comfortable as you go into the southeast. The warm spot, surprise, Miami sitting at 79 and checking in. Oh, here we go. If we didn't see the temperatures already, there we go. Cold air coming in from Canada, moving on to the south. Like I said, -1 for temperature in Minneapolis. And for our dew points, it is extremely dry. Only a -16 degree dew point in Minneapolis. Not much better as you head towards the south. The only moisture really is in Florida as that cold front moves on through. 68 degree dew point down in Miami. So it's very cold, very dry for most of us in the United States. So what's going to be going on for the next few days? Are there any systems to really, keep an eye on? Well, let's take a look. So here's our jet stream. This main system that brought that severe weather the last few days is going to continue to move off to the east and move off into the Atlantic. And a few little systems here, however, it's so dry and just, yeah, that's the word. It's just so dry and there's no instability. We're not expecting any severe weather with these little systems. However, there will be a few systems coming on south from Canada that will bring a few chances for some snow across the northern part of the country, across the Great Lakes region. So we'll take a look at that in a second. Other than that, there really isn't a whole lot to talk about. Snow. These systems will continue to move on to the east. Here's another little one here that's going to actually bring some heavier snow across the northern part of the country in the Great Lakes from Minnesota into Wisconsin. So Friday and Saturday, that could be a bit of a doozer, and that will be bringing even more cold and snow to the northeastern part of the country as we get into this weekend. So in terms of severe weather, not a whole lot to watch, but if you're in the northern part of the country, it's going to be cold and it's going to be snowy, so make sure that you have all your preps ready and don't travel unless you have to. So speaking of snow, we are going to take a look at our snow totals here. We do have a bit of an area in New York that can see anywhere from a foot to 2 feet of snow. That is just north of Syracuse. Other than that, not a whole lot in terms of accumulation unless you're along the lakes. You guys know how it goes. It's lake effect. It's that time of the year. And then, like I mentioned earlier, some heavier snow in the higher elevations in Washington. We go forward in time as we get into Tuesday and into Wednesday. Somewhat more light accumulations in terms of snow will be accumulating there. And as we get into Thursday and into Friday, this is the system I was talking about a few minutes ago. I think this Friday into Saturday is going to bring a good amount of snow to the northern part of the United States. So we can see these brighter colors here. The purples are up to a foot of snow. So Friday into Saturday, if you're basically from Minnesota into Wisconsin, southward into Iowa, and even as far south as Illinois, expect some pretty heavy snow as we get into Friday and into Saturday, and that snow will continue into the overnight on Saturday. And those are really pretty colors. I'm kind of happy that's not down here. Ooh. Anyway, so let's take a look at our future radar. Here is that trailing cold front that will be making its way through the rest of the southern United States as we get into this afternoon and evening. And other than that, and some lake effect snow, it should be pretty quiet. However, as we get into Wednesday, we do have one little system that will be bringing snow to the northeastern part of the U.S. They'll be moving on through on Thursday, and then, like I mentioned, here is a larger system coming down south from Canada on Friday and into Saturday that will be bringing a good amount of snow. And then some more snow will be falling down south from Canada as we get into Sunday morning. So we could have a good amount of snow up in the north part of the U.S. Again, I'm glad it's not here now. Anyway, so here is Florida for this afternoon. A few storms are possible, nothing severe though. Just a general, heavy storm. So no severe hail or wind are expected with these storms. As we get later on this afternoon, and as the sun goes down, those storms will start to die off, and that cold front will continue to move off to the east, southeast. A few storms though could refire as we get into later on tonight near Miami. Again, no severe weather is expected with these, but they're storms. We like storms. Anyway, so in terms of severe hail and wind, nothing is expected today, unfortunately. And as we get into tomorrow, no severe hail or wind is expected either. So severe weather-wise, we are quiet, but we do have a lot of cold weather as well as snow. This is good news up in the northern part of the U.S. Although it's still cold, those warnings and advisories, at least for now, have expired. But we do have some more cold air to talk about here in the north part of the country, the northeastern part of the country. Some wind chill advisories and warnings are in effect as we get into tomorrow morning and into tomorrow afternoon. And we do have some snow advisories out as well. These brighter teal colors here, that's the heavy snow I was talking about, up to just north of Syracuse. So in those, I suppose, higher elevations up there are going to get pounded with some snow there, and then some scattered advisories and warnings here and there as the sun moves off to the east. And wind chills, it is cold. It's going to continue to be cold as we get into the next 4 hours, and then it should start to improve. This is tomorrow morning. Wind chills of 13 degrees below zero in the northwestern part of Minnesota. Yes, that's the state. -6 in Minneapolis. It's going to be warming up a bit here in Montana and into the Dakotas. And then as we get into Tuesday and into Tuesday evening, those wind chills will start to improve quite a bit. So the next 24 hours is going to be the worst part. And Minneapolis, if you are working, today may not be the best day because of those wind chills being so cold. It's going to be a -15 for a wind chill today, but as we get into the rest of the week, it's going to improve. So we're going to close out with our roofing forecast for a few cities. It's going to be Denver, Dallas, as well as here in Oklahoma City. Let's check out Denver first. It's going to be a lot better in terms of temperatures. It's going to be near around 50 degrees as we get into later on this afternoon, 47 at 3 p.m. And then we'll start to cool off as we get into this evening. And then checking out Dallas, a nice day for you guys as well. Temperatures will be getting up into the mid 50s by 3 p.m. It's 56 is what this model is saying. And it'll be dry and it will be comfortable. So get out there and get some work done if you're in the Dallas, Fort Worth area. And here in Oklahoma City, same deal. Temperatures in the lower to nearing the mid 50s by this afternoon. And then, yeah, it'll be clear and comfortable, at least compared to the last few days here in Oklahoma City. I think we'll take that 54 by 3. So that's all I have for you today. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And if you have any questions, concerns, or just want to say hi, you can give us a call at 855-334-4245. You can email us at info@hailtrace.com and check out our website at www.hailtrace.com. And I am meteorologist Heather Kay. I hope you all have a great rest of your Monday.